welcome back everyone. It's gonna be a little windy today, so bear with me. But today we're actually gonna try to get the motor mount brackets done. I want to try to get this thing mounted, level everything out, make sure I got room for the turbo manifold, make sure I'm gonna have room in front for the radiator and the fans to go with it. So today we're gonna work on trying to get these mounted. Ideally, I would like to get this whole bracket remade because I just don't like the way this is going to be angled. It's not going to be flat the way it should. I'm nervous about that part, but I think it'll be okay for the most part. Same thing with the other side. Same way. Try to get mounts made for these. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I actually have to get the weight of the motor onto the actual car itself to make sure the axle is going to be in the right spot, move the motor around where I need it, and then hopefully get the brackets cut up and hopefully welded. I want to try to get as much done as I possibly can on this thing before it starts to snow. But thanks again for everybody that keeps watching and people that keep subscribing. So we're going to start out with some cardboard templates. I got some nuts and bolts for the motor mount. I'm going to cut up the mock-up piece for here. I'm going to see how I think it needs to go. Make sure the measurement's going to be right. Try to make sure the motor's going to be level, because quite frankly it's not. So we'll work on doing that. Make some cardboard templates and hopefully get these mounts cut up and ready to go. I gotta get a bolt for this, but one of the mounts, not the greatest looking. Whatever, I made it. Should work. I just gotta weld that to the body. Over here, got this one. Not bad. Not the greatest looking. I don't care. It's whatever. But that one's gonna go there. Clean all this up. It'll go just like that. Both mounts on the sides will be done. So once I get those welded onto the body, I should be able to pull the motor back out. And then I just got to work on the front bar that's going to go across here for the front motor mount. I got the engine mounts tack welded in for now. I'm going to pull the engine back out and I'm going to weld these all the way around. But for the most part, it is in there under its own weight. I did tilt the motor forward a little bit just to make room back here for the turbo, because I know I'm gonna have a hard time with that. So I did tilt it forward pretty far. I just need to watch out for the oil pan because I clearly have no clearance whatsoever. Get them welded. Then I'm gonna clean everything up, seam seal it, both sides, clean the rails off, clean up the engine bay, and the stuff that I want to do. I'm actually gonna do like a partial shave on the engine bay, you know, get rid of the stuff that I'm not gonna be using. I also had to make sure that my axles were gonna be at a decent angle. So they are slightly forward, just give me a little more clearance in the back here. You can't tell, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but if you look right here, it's really close to the transmission and the steering rack. So I didn't want to hit, but yeah, you can see down axles just on an angle back a little bit. And it's kind of on an upward angle, you know, it's not, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything, but I can't really make them level, so it'll have to do for now. Same thing with this side. A little bit of an up angle, you know, from the axle, from the outside to the inside. Not bad. I do have bigger tires on here that I usually run, so I am gonna have to go up the ride height just a little bit, so it's not that big of a deal. But I do have very minimal clearance when it comes to my oil pan and my subframe. I'm actually about 2 inches lower than my subframe, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get a metal oil pan and go from there. But overall, I gotta pull the motor back out, get these all welded completely. Same thing over here, and then this should be fairly easy. I got to get the bracket for these here. I'm gonna get a plate for this, and I'm actually gonna have a bar. It's literally gonna come from here. It's gonna go around, follow it all the way across, and then back to the other side. And then I'm gonna make a bracket for this. Just goes onto that bar. It's gonna be very simple. Nothing crazy. I am gonna have to make another bar, just a small one. It's gonna come off here. It's gonna have to be for the radiator, because where the radiator is gonna sit. So, but it's not too bad. I'm getting some progress done. It's taking me a little longer than I'd like, but weather, it's cold. You know, I don't have a garage. I do this literally in my driveway, you know. I don't have a bunch of luxuries. I'm doing this for fun. Engine mounts completely welded on all the way around. I'm actually going to put some seam sealer all over this, you know, just to make it, you know, look a little better. Factory seam sealer here. So we're just going to put it all the way around on all the welds, just to make it stay a little safer, I guess you can call it. Prime those, that way they're not bare metal. Same thing over here. We're gonna seam seal everywhere that I welded, all up here, all in here, all the way around. But not too bad. Yeah, like all that. It's hard to get in there with my welder anyways, so I didn't feel like messing with it too much. But I know that's on there. It's not going anywhere, so I'm not worried about it. But I did bend the frame rail over here and then welded it up against there. I didn't like how it only had like a 1/4 inch of space, so. But they are completely welded in now, so everything's gonna get seam sealed, and that's gonna be it for these upper mounts. I'm gonna get that bar that goes from side to side, so that way it'll hold my radiator and it'll hold the front engine mount. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get a new engine mount for the front of this motor, but other than that, we're making really good progress. Wiring is gonna be the only other downfall. I'm actually gonna be running probably Cabrio for a little while, but we are gonna end up pulling out the entire engine harness, the entire body harness. We're gonna swap out the body harness for the basic body harness. Nothing crazy. It's literally just gonna be the most basic harness I can get. This thing's gonna be going full race car. All right, we're gonna get started on making the front mount. I take these out here. I was gonna have it bolt to this. I think that's gonna be a little too complicated, so we're gonna go ahead and just weld it to the frame rail. I figure right about just like that is where that bar is gonna go. That'd be the right level for the radiator. Be the right level for the motor mount. These will come out right here. You don't have to worry about those. Have a little more room to work with. And that'll be just one solid bar. One less thing I gotta worry about. Motor's gotta come up to come out anyways, so I think it'll be the smartest thing to do. So we're gonna start making templates for the sides here, each side out of cardboard, and then we'll turn around, make it out of this metal. This will be the last time this motor comes out. Got the brackets all made up. Got these little pieces here that are gonna go just like that. They're gonna go in the center. Stops it from going back and forth like that. In case I do bend anything, I'm gonna round these off, make them nice pretty. That's all gonna get sanded down, grinded down. Same thing over here, same thing over here. Same thing over there. I gotta pull it out so I can weld back there and weld around there. But this will be the last time this motor comes out of this car. So I got the brackets for the front motor mount bracket welded up. I'm gonna start doing the gussets now. We're just gonna go triangulate here, fill that in. These are gonna get cut and grinded down, no, round. Same thing with over here. These things are gonna get cut, rounded out, make it look a little better. But overall, she's coming together good. Motor's gonna go back in. She is officially in her forever home. All my fab work's done. Everything's bolted in, nice. Like I said, not the prettiest, but it works. All fab work is done. It's mounted in there nice. I got enough room for turbo. Pretty good. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I'm trying to work as hard as I possibly can to get this thing done. I'm doing as much as I possibly can. The baby on the way. Working full time and trying to get this stuff done. My time is very, very limited. But I'm glad we got most of it done. So that's where she's gonna be now. She's done. All it is little buttoning up stuff. And I'll be able to fire it up and hopefully be good to drive it soon.